been fighting for this district since he spent his whole life fighting for this community, but he has a long history of serving public office. He's been a city councilman from 2002 to 2009, and he's been a state senator from 2011 to 2018. Okay, he is with us in every battle, from securing fundings for his district, securing fundings for Queens, saving schools, building schools, saving the gifted and talented program, funding the testings for the SHASAT. The list goes on and on and on. So we are here today to support his race to run for the city council, a seat that he formerly held, and he did a spectacular job in running this district. And today you're gonna hear from supporters. There will be several speakers. I am introducing them. The first speaker is Dong Hui, who's been with Tony from the steps of City Hall to Gracie Mansion to hearing rooms, Senate hearing rooms, Assembly hearing rooms, everywhere. Dong Hui, go ahead.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, Senator. Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here today to support Senator Tony Avella to run for City Council. I have known Mr. Avella for 3 years, back to June 2018. I support him because he listened to us, about our complaints for the marijuana stuff. So he actually went there with us. He looked at the location of the marijuana, and then we were discussing about to propose more regulation for the marijuana store, where they should be located and where they shouldn't be located, to protect our children. So that's important, and that's still important even after the marijuana, the recreational marijuana has been legalized. So it's actually more important because a lot of regulation have not been done. So we need the city council members, we need the state legislators to work together to make sure that our children don't get exposed, don't get addicted to the marijuana. And I also support Senator Avella because he knows that Rikers Island should be open, should be kept open, should be fixed to have the inmates there instead of putting them into our residential communities, to make every neighborhood unsafe. And actually, putting the inmates, putting the community jail idea is not only expensive, it's not only wasting money, it's not only putting the community in danger, it's also not good for inmates. I strongly believe, so the records should stay open. And last thing, I support Senator Avella because he has been supporting the SHAT, he has been supporting the GNT, more stronger than anybody else. So he has been fighting for the benefits of 1 million children, of course, including the Asian children. And I support Senator Avella because he believes the property tax cannot go on and on unlimited. So he wants to save the money, for the residents, for the citizens, so that we can afford to live in New York. So, having said that, I support Senator Avella. Also, our New York City Residence Alliance, we have discussed among our core members, among our working group members, and we decided to endorse Senator Avella for the run for City Council in District 19. Thank you. Thank you, Senator.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tony Avella brings safety back to our public schools, and Tony Avella brings sanity back. You bring sanity back that we have lost with all the cancellation culture. It makes no sense to just defund. You can defund the police, you defund the school safety agents. Who's going to protect our kids? Not not the teachers, not the custodians. Right? They're not good. They have their work to do. Right? And meanwhile, in city council, we have wave after wave after wave of people say, let's defund this, defund that. Right? There will be nobody left to protect us. We feel unsafe. Our kids feel unsafe. My kids feel unsafe. And I have to drive them to school. And usually, we let them walk home. But now I see more and more parents who have to use their cars to drive their kids to school. And that tells you that parents don't feel safe, kids don't feel safe, teachers don't feel safe. Okay? And we need someone like Tony Avella to bring back sanity and stop this cancellation culture. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Our next speaker is Mr. Adam Kim, a longtime activist in the Korean community and a longtime supporter of Tony. Good.
Tony, 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 Tony.
Thank you. Our next speaker is a longtime resident of Queens, and he has witnessed what Tony Avella has done and his accomplishments to this district, to this community, and to the residents of Queens. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. David Rem.
Thank you, Phil. Hello, Tony. How are you? I don't have much to add to what these fine gentlemen have spoken about, veterans for this community. I'll only say that Tony Avella, I've known him for many years. He doesn't know who I am, but I know who he is. And he is a common sense politician in today's mixed up world, where everything that's right is wrong, and everything that's wrong, they're trying to tell us that it's the right thing to do. Tony Avella is a pioneer. I am very big for saving our specialized high schools, as is Phil Wong, Dong Hui, Zhang, and many other people here, and that are not here. Wei Hua Chen. And Tony is the pioneer, as he was the one who got the funding to even attempt to protect those fine institutions of academic excellence in Queens and all over New York City, because it just doesn't affect Queens, it affects every single borough, even though he doesn't represent every borough. So he is tremendous for keeping gifted and talented, for keeping the specialized high school test, for actually expanding those programs when the current mayor, if you can call him that, he's for getting rid of it, not even expanding it. Tony is a common sense approach for the Asian hate, and not only the Asian hate against any ethnic group, against Jewish, against Polish, against Russian, against Muslims, against Bangladeshi, Indian, whatever you want to call it. It's an insane world we're living in. And I fully support Tony Avella. He's been from 2002 to 2009. He was a council member for 2011 to 18 for 7 long years. He was our very respected state senator. Unfortunately, I was very sad to see him lose. But Queens needs, Flushing needs, Bayside needs Tony Avella. Yes. And I give him 100% of my support, and I am not a resident of his district, but I will come out and I will support him. Thank you very much.
Tony,
Tony,
Tony, Tony, Tony, Tony.
Get that ready. Okay. Tony Avella's track record speaks for itself.
Absolutely.
Okay, you just Google Tony Avella, and everything he has done is in the internet. Okay, and with all these new candidates that came out and claimed they've done this, they've done this, they've done that for the district. Okay, they haven't done anything. Right? They came out because they want to run. They came out because they want to win. Right? And let me tell you, the track record is with Tony Avella. Right? And I have seen it. I know Tony since 2014. He was in Elmhurst, fighting with Elmhurst residents in stopping an insane homeless shelter. This mega homeless shelter with no kitchens, with no social services. He's not in our district, but Tony was there, and he fought for the benefits of the homeless residents, that make sure that they get to the services that they're entitled to, and they also made the shelters safer. And today, even though there are a lot of shelters, they are safer because of Tony Avella. Okay, people don't know that. People don't know that. I was there. 2014 Pan Am Shelter, Elmhurst, Queens. Okay, now, we expect a couple of parents coming, but unfortunately they are in other events. So at this time, I would like to introduce why we're here today, ladies and gentlemen, Tony Avella.
Well, first of all, I got to thank everybody that's here. I'm truly appreciative of the support and the comments that they've all made. It really warms my heart to see the support and the trust that they have put in me to run for the city council and to come back into public service once again. And I want to thank all of them for their community service, how they've been working in their own neighborhoods on all of these issues, especially when we talk about the Asian American community, which is under attack today on so many levels. Asian Americans, whether they're Chinese or Korean or South Asian, can't walk down the street anymore without fear of being attacked. I mean, that is simply unacceptable in today's society and in New York City, the culture capital of the world. I'm very proud of the fact that the police union, the PBA, has endorsed me for my re-election to my old city council seat. We need to support the police so they can be out there fighting to protect the Asian American community. We need to give the police department the resources so that they can be in the neighborhood driving around protecting our Asian American neighbors. And to have not only the special task force, but to also to double the hate crime penalties. So that when somebody is arrested for a hate crime, they'll never be able to come out of jail to do it to somebody else. You know, some of the speakers have mentioned all the other things that I've been involved in. I'll just say one thing, that, you know, sometimes you forget all the things you've been involved in. And I happen to be going through a scrapbook of mine, going back to even before I was elected to public office. And one of the things, and it relates to the issue we're talking about here today, going back, you know, 5 or 6 years before I was first elected to the city council, there was a rash of hate stickers that went, and I'm sure they don't even know this or remember this, that were being placed all over the neighborhood, that were anti-African American, that were anti-immigrant, that they were anti-Asian American. And I made it my mission to take down every one of those signs. And I got the Department of Sanitation, the Department of Transportation to come out and take them down. And I remember, you know, there was some criticism. Why is Tony getting involved in that? Is it a big deal? And I said at the time, and unfortunately we have even more of this occurring, that any attack on anybody's civil liberties or any hate crimes, no matter how, whether it's a personal attack or words or signs, is unacceptable in our society. And there was actually an editorial that was done in one of the, I think it was the Bayside Times, thanking me for going after these hate stickers, which was by a national organization, a neo-Nazi group. And because of my involvement at the time, they actually arrested somebody who I believed in College Point, who was putting up these signs, had racist information, and I believe also had weapons. It's a shame that these type of situations are still occurring, and it only points out the fact that we have a long way to go in making sure that everybody, whether Asian Americans or African Americans or Caucasians, anybody, is safe to walk the streets. So I want to thank all of you for being here today. I really appreciate that. It really means so much to me that you have placed your trust in me. And you know you'll have my commitment to continue to work on all of these issues. if I'm re-elected to my old city council seat.
You will.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Tony!
Is contribute so much to the education in our community because education is the most important thing in the parents' opinion. So I really hope our children can have a bright future. But right now, the situation is very complicated. But Tony is the one who has a very clear opinion and common sense to protect our children and our community.
Yes.
So I really hope everyone support Tony because he is so important and he already done a lot of things to our community and support our children and our families. So everyone needs Tony.
Tony gets the job done.
That's
Don't
right.
just talk.
That's right.
Other people just talk. Tony gets it done.
Yes, sir.
Tony gets